Hello students, today we'll take a new topic, the verbs, English language for class 8. As we all know, verbs are doing words and they are also action words. They are also called as action words in the sentence. So let us see, a verb may tell us what a person or thing does. So it tells what the subject or thing does in a sentence, like Hari laughs, Hari cries, etc. It also tells what is done to a person or thing. It also tells us what is done to the subject or thing in a sentence, like Hari is scolded. What a person or thing is. It also tells us the state of the subject or thing, like the cat is dead. So we can define a verb is a word used to tell or assert something about some person or thing. So there are two types of verbs, transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. Let us first define the transitive verb. A transitive verb is a verb that denotes an action which passes over from the doer or subject to an object. For example, the boy kicks the football. So in transitive verb, the subject requires an object to perform his action. So the boy here requires a football to perform his action, to kick the ball, requires a football here. So such verbs which require an object to be performed are known as transitive verbs. Whereas an intransitive verb is a verb that denotes an action which does not pass over to an object or which expresses a state of being. For example, the boy laughs loudly. In such type of verbs, in intransitive verbs, the subject does not require any object to perform the action. Like the boy laughs. It may state or express the state of the subject. Like the boy laughs loudly. It does not require any object to laugh. Now, I hope it is quite clear to you what are transitive verbs and what are intransitive verbs. Verbs which require an action to perform, an object to perform an action are transitive verbs. The verbs which does not require any object to perform the action are known as intransitive verb. Still, I will like to share few tips with you to easily find out in a sentence the transitive and intransitive verbs. So let us first take the transitive verbs. So we are going to learn about transitive and intransitive verbs now. Let us take some example sentences, like the man killed, the hunter shot, and the boy called. So, well, these sentences seem a little incomplete to me. We need to add some meaning to them. Let us complete them. So let us say the man killed a mosquito, the hunter shot a tiger, and the boy called his mother. So let us take the first sentence. What is the verb here? Killed is the verb here. Now what is the subject in this sentence? So to find out the subject, there is a small trick. So to find out the subject, we have to ask a question by what or who. What or who. Remember boys, what or who. So let us see. The man killed a mosquito. Who killed a mosquito? Yes, we getting the answer. Man. So man is the subject in the sentence. Now what is our object? To find out or identify the object, we would have to ask the question by what or whom. So whichever word fits to form a question out of the sentence, what or whom. So let us try. Whom does the man kill? Mosquito. We are getting the answer mosquito. So mosquito is the object in the sentence. Now let us take other sentences also. The hunter shot a tiger. So here, who shot the tiger? Hunter. We are getting the answer. So hunter is the subject in the sentence. And whom does the hunter shot? Tiger. So tiger is the object in the sentence. Now see the third one. The boy called his mother. Who called his mother? Boy. So boy is the subject in the sentence. Whom does the boy call? Mother. So mother is the object in the sentence. So here in all these three sentences, we have seen that the subject requires an object to perform the action. So hence these are all transitive verbs. Now, what are intransitive verbs? So we can say transitive verbs are verbs that need an object. So what are intransitive verbs? So let us see. Again, we'll take few examples like fire burns, the sun shines, the bird fly. So we can say the verbs burn, shine and fly does not need anything else to add meaning to them. They are complete. Like the fire burns, the sun shines, the bird fly. But let us add few more words to them. Okay. So fire burns brightly. The sun shines in the sky. Bird fly very high. So we had added few more words to them. So the verb here in the first sentence is burns. So what are the verbs? Burns, shines and fly. So in the first sentence it is burns. So is brightly an object here in the sentence? I told you to find out an object we need to ask questions. Question by what or whom. So let us to find out the answer whether brightly is the verb, the object in the sentence or not. Let us form questions to find out an object in the sentence. The fire burns what? Are we getting a sensible answer? Are we getting brightly as the answer? No. The fire burns whom? Again no answer. So brightly here is not an object. It is simply an adverb in the sentence. So same if we try with the other sentences. The sun shines what? We are not getting any sensible answer. The sun shines whom? No sensible answers found. The bird fly what? No answer. Very high cannot be the answer. The bird fly whom? Again no answer. So we all these examples of the verbs like burn, shines and fly are intransitive verbs because they do not require any object to perform the action. So the verbs that do not need an object to complete its meaning is called intransitive verbs. So they are independent and they do not require a support of an object. So all that in this video. Thank you.